Hey everyone, I have posted a couple of months ago about the Blackstar ID Core 20 amplifier, which I was really impressed with. Don't know if you've watched my review or not, but I'll put a link to it on this video. It's a great little amplifier with a little bit of modeling on it and some nice onboard effects. And of course I gave it a very favorable review and I'm still very happy with it. It's only just now that I've got around to trying out the software that comes with it, which is called Blackstar Insider. So this software gives us deeper editing capabilities like a full equalizer, more control over the effects that you can make up for yourself and save them in unlimited banks here. And you can also go into the community and play some patches that are set up by other people. Having tried this about 12 hours ago, and it's a new day now, this has brought the amp to a whole new level, and I'm really sensing that I got some great value for money by buying the ID Core 20. So this is giving me tone that I didn't have before, particularly in the equalizer. These three knobs on their own are worth their weight in gold. This software, incidentally, is a free download that you get from Blackstar, so anyone can try it and have a bit of a look. But once you hook it up with your Blackstar by USB, you can set up all the patches that you like, and not only that, you can actually save them in the amp as well. Yeah, much to my surprise, I set up my equalizer settings and a few other things, and when I disconnected the amp, it didn't go back to default. It actually saved where I was at, and I can still go ahead and change the controls on the amp and continue editing my sounds free of the computer. I hope all that makes sense, because that was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? Anyway, this panel here pretty much simulates what's on top of the amp, except that the equalizer is a bit more comprehensive. We've got our 6 different amp models there. As I switch through them, the light changes on the amp as well, so it's all being tracked in real time. Modulation controls happens to be set on phaser at the moment. Delay effects, 4 different kinds, and reverb effects, 4 different kinds. So I've just changed all my effects there, but each one comes up as an individual pedal, and I can edit what's in the phaser, for example, in a little bit more detail here on the pedal. So I'll turn that phaser on, and now we are phased. Let's turn the speed right up and get the Hammond organ effect going. Or smooth it out and take the speed right down. It's a very wide sweep with these controls too, like the difference between 10 and 0 is massive. Okay, so I'll mix it in a little bit more, but reduce the depth, and we should get something nice and smooth. Yeah, very gentle phaser. I'll mix it in a little more so we can hear. Okay, so we'll raise the gain a little. Okay, so I'm finding I'm getting a lot more life out of the amp and a lot more sort of excited signal, I suppose, than what you can get on the top panel with the amp, you know, acting in its own right. Okay, a little bit of noise coming through, but there is a noise setting here where you can change the amount of noise gate there. I haven't really explored that yet, and I'd like to see it have a bit more control, especially when you've got your distortion right up. But the signal to noise ratio is still pretty awesome. Let's just lower the volume a little bit. I'm going to add a bit more treble. So that's on Super Crunch. Let's go up to Overdrive 1. I don't know about you, but I think that sounds just as good as having a Blackstar overdrive pedal plugged straight into a regular amp. The low end notes are really fat and nasty. Bit of rubbish playing there, but anyway, let's go up to Overdrive 2. crunch. If you refer to my other video, you'll see all these settings tried out in that particular recording, but perhaps if you do a comparison between this video and that video, you might see what I'm talking about as far as these software editing capabilities goes. What I'm saying basically is it was great before and now it's awesome. Down these two lowest settings, it starts to sound much more tubey in the clean, bright section there. Let's add a bit of middle to it and cut the bass slightly. Really nice vacuum tube type compression. Okay, so I'll just run through some of the effects. The effects behave a little bit differently depending what gain structure you've got going through it. Like the flanger, for example, in this particular setting, has a bit more of a torque box kind of feel to it. Okay, let's try the chorus. So again, you can get that sort of vibrato thing going on. Turn the depth right back. Speed it down a little bit. I'm probably giving you more guitar phrases than what you really need to hear here, but it's just such a joy to play. Oh, yeah. Okay, clean warm. Of course, it's never going to sound that warm with that much middle in it. It's more of a cold sound, I would say, if we're going to be talking about temperature comparisons. But anyway, this is a bit warmer. And again, very tubular sort of sound. I've got a real tube amp downstairs and I don't think it sounds that good. So anyway, I really like that particular sound and I'm going to finish off this video by saving it right there. I'm going to call this one my YouTube demo. Okay, you can add other details there if you want to, like a description, so that other people who might want to look at it in the online community might want a bit of background information about it. I don't really care about that, so I'm just going to go ahead and save it with the title only, and that will turn up in my saved bundle of patches that I've created for myself. And when I switch off the computer and unplug that, the amp is going to retain that. It's going to be there, ready to go. So, there we go. We've unplugged. Everything returns to normal on the software. Close that up, it's not needed. Laptop off. And get my pick back in my hand. And I've still got my sound. Blackstar ID Core 20, it just gets better and better. Incidentally, that was played on my Jaguar baritone guitar, like so many other of my demos. Okay, thanks for watching, dudes. Have a great day.